Assalamu alaikum children. Welcome to the science class for the grade 5. In today's video, we are going to revise lesson number 2, keeping healthy. As we are revising our lessons for the preparation of periodic assessment 1. So in previous video, we have revised lesson number 1, plant reproduction. So today we will see briefly lesson number 2, keeping healthy. Okay, let's start our lesson. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to discuss the essential components of food, and you will be able to recognize the importance of a balanced diet and awareness about communicable diseases. Okay, so let's start our lesson. What are components of food? The food we eat contains certain substances that are essential for us to live, to grow, and to stay healthy. So the essential nutrients which our body need from our food, they are called nutrients. Okay, these essential substances are called nutrients which our body needs. They help our body to function properly and to perform various activities. Hence, it is important that we understand the role of these nutrients. So what are these five main nutrients which our body need? The five main nutrients are proteins, carbohydrates, fats, minerals and vitamins. So other than these five main nutrients, our body also need roughage and water. So roughage we get from fresh vegetables and fruits. Okay, and water is also essential to fulfill the needs of our body. Okay, so when we talk about these all five nutrients, it should be added in our every meal. Okay, so different food items contain different nutrients. So here in these five categories, carbohydrates are called energy giving food. Okay, carbohydrates are called energy giving food. Proteins and fats are called bodybuilding food, and vitamins and minerals are called protective food. Okay children, understood? So let's see protein, these components of foods and their sources, means in which food items are rich in these nutrients. So first let's see proteins. Proteins build our body and help it to grow. As I said, proteins are bodybuilding food. So they make our body taller and stronger. That is why growing children need more proteins. So here you can see protein rich food. Okay, here are some grains. These food items we get from the plants, and these paneer, milk, butter, ghee, these food items we get from animals. Okay, these both are the sources of protein, but this is plant source and this is animal source. Okay, so these are the protein rich food. So protein build our body. Protein is bodybuilding food. Our hair, nail, muscles and organs all are made of proteins. Proteins also help in repair and maintenance of the body. Next important nutrient is carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are the most important sources of energy for our body. This is energy giving food. Okay, so here carbohydrate rich food is, you can see here, corn, wheat, rice. Okay, and other than this, potatoes and honey are the sources of carbohydrates. Next is fat. The body uses fats to maintain its temperature. Remember this point. The body uses fats to maintain its temperature and to cushion organs. Okay, to provide the softness to the organs, fats help them, and fats also maintain the body temperature. Fats provide the body with high energy, but fats we should take in less quantity. In little quantities we have to take, otherwise we may get this obesity. Okay, so next is vitamins and minerals, protective food. Vitamins and minerals keep us healthy. Fruits and vegetables are rich sources of vitamins and minerals. So vitamin C keeps the gums healthy and it helps the body to absorb iron. So vitamin C is essential. Vitamin D works with calcium and phosphorus to make our strong bones and teeth. So remember children, vitamin C helps to keep our gums healthy and it absorbs iron, and vitamin D works with calcium and keeps our bones and teeth strong. Vitamin K helps in healing of wounds by clotting blood. Other vitamins are vitamin A and E and B complex. So vitamin A is good for our eyes, okay, and vitamin E is good for the skin, and vitamin B it helps to make hemoglobin for our blood. Minerals serve as a variety of purposes. Calcium, for example, helps to build strong bones and teeth. It also helps in the blood clotting. Okay. Next is water. As water is essential for our body, water makes up about 60% of an adult's body weight. It is essential us to stay alive. So most of our body organs need water to function properly. Water helps to maintain our body temperature. It also helps the body to get rid of waste in the form of urine and sweat. Okay. So water is essential. And roughage. Roughage, I told you, we get from vegetables and fruits. So it helps our digestive system to get rid of the undigested food. So fresh fruits and vegetables are the sources of roughage. So here we can see balanced diet. When we add all these 5 nutrients, which nutrients we have studied now: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, water and roughage. If we add all these nutrients in proper quantities, in right amounts in our meals, in our diet, so that diet is called balanced diet. So here you can see food pyramid. This food pyramid is made according to the nutrients in what amount we have to take. So here at the bottom, carbohydrates are given. Okay, so more we have to take carbohydrates. Okay, then after that it is protein is given. After protein, vitamins and minerals are given, sources. So in these levels we have to take, and at the top fats are given. As fats we have to take in little quantities. Now we will see deficiency diseases. So what are deficiency diseases? An insufficient supply of vitamins and minerals in our body causes certain diseases. Because of the shortage of vitamins and minerals in our body, it can cause some diseases. They are called deficiency diseases. So here is the table given because of which deficiency which disease is caused. So look at this carefully. So because of deficiency of vitamin A, the disease night blindness is caused. What happens in night blindness? There will be poor night vision. Okay. Because of deficiency of vitamin B, disease beriberi is caused. In this disease, weak muscles and nerves, frequent muscle cramps and tiredness, it occurs. Then here is vitamin C. Deficiency of vitamin C causes scurvy disease. In scurvy disease, joint gets swollen and joint and gums bleed very easily. So these are the problems which are caused because of these diseases, and these diseases are caused due to the deficiency of these vitamins. So vitamin D deficiency causes disease rickets. In the rickets, what happens? The pigeon chest means tiny and undeveloped chest and bowed legs. Okay. Now here are some minerals. Because of the deficiency of calcium mineral, as calcium, iodine and iron are minerals. So because of deficiency of calcium, bones become weak and soft. Okay. Because of deficiency of iodine, a disease cause that is called goiter. In goiter disease, neck gets swollen. Because of deficiency of iron, the problem anemia causes. What is anemia? Shortage of blood, shortage of hemoglobin in the blood. So the person who is affected by this anemia, he gets tired very easily and looks pale and unhealthy. Means there will be a shortage of blood in the body because of anemia, and it causes due to the deficiency of iron. Okay, now we will see diseases caused by germs. Okay, as we have seen deficiency diseases, these are not communicable diseases. Okay, these are non-communicable diseases. They cannot spread from one person to another person. It causes only because of the deficiency of particular vitamin. Here some communicable diseases which can spread from one person to person. So these are caused because of the bacteria, virus, protozoa and fungi. Okay, so here because of the protozoa. Protozoa causes disease like malaria, amoebic dysentery and kala-azar. Bacteria causes diseases like pneumonia, typhoid, tuberculosis, cholera and diarrhea. Viruses cause diseases like cold, common cold, flu, chickenpox, polio, measles and AIDS. And fungi causes infections of skins, eye and hair. Okay, so these are various communicable diseases. Okay, so here are some steps preventing communicable diseases, how to prevent ourselves. So being in the sunlight, we can kill the germs. We should always maintain the neatness of food and water. Then preventing breeding of mosquitoes and flies. Okay, by following these steps, we can prevent ourselves from the various diseases. And here are some new words in the word bank that also you have to go through. Nutrients, what are proteins, carbohydrates, balanced diet, deficiency diseases, communicable diseases and what are microbes. So read all the definitions, okay, for the preparation and go through all the textbook exercises. Okay, we will continue all these textbook exercises in the next video, inshallah. So you prepare well, go through all the exercises, word bank, new words, question answers and the complete lesson. Okay, till then take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.